Hello, YouTubers. I'm Angela Logan, and this is Everyday Shenanigans. It is Saturday, November 30th, 2019. Warm greetings from the high 10. Hello, hello. Chilly and rainy up here in the high 10. Hope you all are safe. Hope you all are getting your shop on and still eating your leftovers from Thanksgiving. Happy holidays to all of those who celebrate the holidays. And thanks for joining me. Ah, mercy. I have some information I'd like to bring to you guys. It is a story that I was I'm going to say adamant. It's the wrong word to use. I was debating if I wanted to talk about it because once I went into getting the information, it was some things I didn't like that I was seeing and hearing, Facebook posts, lives, all that. And I didn't want this case that I'm going to talk about to be like the Birmingham case because I see it's got that same grit, grime, he said, she said, wrapped up into it, but that was the only place that I could get the said information because this case has laid low for a year and not gotten the attention that it deserved because obviously this young lady is still missing. And this case is also tied into, perhaps, let me be clear before I say that, this case may have a connection to the Nia Blanchard case. We will see. Maybe it does not, but I'm going to give you the said information, and then you all can poke and prod and see what you find, don't find. And I'm sure once I make this video goes viral, people will start chitter-chattering and bringing the 411 or what they think is going on. But right now, currently, there is a young lady that is missing out of the state of Alabama, and I'm going to bring you the said information about her. Okay, oh my goodness, I can't even go back into where I was because everything just keeps getting distorted. People keep calling me like they just hate for me to talk about anything. I can't even do what I'm trying to do. Sorry about that. I'm just uploading, uploading the rest of the information because somebody threw me off calling me. Won't let me do what I'm trying to do. I hate that. It's like I tell the people I'm busy and it's like they keep calling. It's like, what is the problem? Woo, that lets me know it's the devil. That's all it is because he don't want you to do nothing that's going to help somebody else. Okay, I'm reserved now. Okay, you guys, right now I want to talk to you about a young lady that's missing out of the state of Alabama, and I'm going to read you the following information. This information I'm bringing to you is on the Missing Persons Cases Network. It was dated November 28th at 8:26 p.m., and it reads as follows. Lakira Goldsmith has been missing from Alabama for 1 year today. Lakira Goldsmith, nicknamed Pigg, was last seen on November 27, 2018 at her residence in Montgomery, Alabama. Lakira has a snake-eye tongue piercing, a lip piercing, and a cut in the center of her neck. She also has severe asthma and is believed to be without her medication. Lakira is the mother of a young child. The child is currently being cared for by Lakira's mother. This is the latest article about Lakira from 6/28/19, and it reads as follows. Marshall Goldsmith says her priority each day is finding her daughter, Lakira Goldsmith, who went missing on November 27, 2018. Not much has happened since she went missing. There are no new leads, updates, or nothing. I have nothing, says Marshall Goldsmith. Montgomery police say the investigation is still active. Meanwhile, Marshall Goldsmith has been busy with family members, passing out flyers, making sure the community remembers who her daughter is. All over town, service stations, grocery stores, anywhere that would allow me to hang one up, said Marshall Goldsmith. I've been helping my mom pass out flyers and trying to get people to spread it out and all that stuff, said Michaela Blackwell, who is Lakira's sister. Police say Goldsmith went missing from Narrow Lane Road in Montgomery. That's what I initially thought, but from hearing rumors and people seeing her, her last location would be Newton or Newtown. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, said Marshall Goldsmith. Goldsmith has a 3-year-old son, and her 21st birthday is coming up in July. Now, naturally, this was an article from the summer, so her birthday has passed. Lakira's mother says she is continually digging for answers while police continue their own investigation. Talk to people that she normally hangs with and go through her Facebook and see, can I find a connection? Look through old photos and see some of the people she's in photos with and try to contact them through Facebook, said Marshall Goldsmith. Lakira also suffers from severe asthma. If you have any information on the whereabouts, excuse me. I lost my place because it jumped off here. Okay, if you have any information on the whereabouts of Lakira Goldsmith, aka Pigg, you are asked to call Montgomery Police at 625-2831 or Crime Stoppers at 215-STOP. Okay, they didn't give an area code because naturally this is a local article, but they have a Facebook group pertaining to Miss Goldsmith, and her mother also has a group that is called Finding Lakira Pigg with 2 G's Goldsmith, and you can find this when you log on to Facebook to get the said information. Excuse me. So much I got going on. I hate this because it's like trying to hold everything and do everything. I've got to get myself situated here, but as I stated, oh Lordy, this is the devil. I know it is because he is not giving me a break trying to talk about this young lady. That's why I know it's something sinister going on because I can't even get it out. People keep calling, interrupting me while I'm trying to make this video, and then the paper's falling. That's the devil's work. I know it is. And that's why I was leery to even talk about it because like I said, when you go into the post, you'll see all kind of talk, and it's ratchet talk, and it reminds me of Birmingham. I'm just going to be truthful. A lot of the posts pertaining to this young lady, there are Facebook posts, people giving their commentary on different said pages and sites and everything, and it's ratchet talk, and all the talk is broken up English that reminds me of how the people talk over there in Birmingham and how they just nasty and rude, and it's just like, we're talking about a missing person. Same thing with that case. We're talking about a missing child. With this case, missing girl. 7 minutes in, let me bring you the connection. Lakira Goldsmith lived with a young lady by the name of Kimberly Lachey Bibb. And this Kimberly Lachey Bibb is the baby mother of Ibrahim Yazid, who has been arrested on kidnapping murder of Anaya Blanchard. Now, this female, Miss Kimberly Lachey Bibb, has made it known on a Facebook post on one of these missing person sites or commentary, I think it was. She said to a young lady, cursing and talking crazy, that Ibrahim Yazid was locked up when Lakira went missing. So basically she's saying he couldn't have been involved. Well, I don't have verification of when he was locked up because I don't keep up with Mr. Yazid's arrest. Naturally, I've had it posted at Facebook, woo. I'm sure somebody gonna start digging as soon as I cut this video down. But that was her commentary, that he was locked up when Lakira went missing. Naturally, this Lakira's name came up on my channel. 2 people have mentioned it. I want to thank Miss Lord have mercy. I got too much information on here. LaShandra Wade, you and another young lady mentioned it. One lady mentioned it before you, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. So that's why you jumped on, I guess, to explain to me that Lakira was missing and the connection to Mr. Yazid. But as I stated, the baby mother is saying that he was incarcerated at the time that Lakira went missing. I don't know what's truth or not, but I'm bringing you this story regardless of his involvement or no involvement. She needs a voice as well, because she is missing, okay? She's been missing a year now, and naturally I went into Facebook, onto her page, onto this Miss Bibb's page. I went on to Mr. Yazid's page. He doesn't have anything. It's like private, basically. He had different Facebook pages, I guess, different times in his life. One where he looked really young. No personal information or anything I could get from him. But so much I want to bring you. A lot of talk. I'm just going to put it to you. Like I said, I was leery about going into the belly of the beast because this case to me has that same ratchet flavor like Birmingham. A lot of talk, a lot of commentary, a lot of clapping back, a lot of he said, she said, a lot of nasty attitudes and commentary. I don't know what's going on in Alabama. I know crime happens everywhere. Let me make that clear. I know people commit crimes all up and down this state I live in. New York, Chicago, wherever, California, doesn't really matter. The sad thing to me is that the FBI has been in the state of Alabama 3 times for missing persons. First with Camille McKinney, then with Anaya Blanchard, and then with Taylor Williams, who lived in Jacksonville, Florida. So I think that speaks volumes. All 3 African American, 2 were children, and 1 was an adult. All female. So you have to kind of look at that's odd. Southern state, not saying things don't go bump in the night. Obviously they do. But still sick nonetheless that the FBI has been in that state for 3 females in less than a month trying to help find these missing people. Now here comes this story where this young lady, Lakira Goldsmith, has been missing a year, and she didn't get the national attention like the other cases in Alabama and other states. And why? Why not? Okay? It's all messed up to me because she didn't get the attention she deserved. She still has not been seen or heard from. No one is giving information to her whereabouts. And as I state, when you have these type of cases, when this person saw the person last may not be when this person had seen them last. You understand what I'm saying? Because you never know. My hair looks horrible. Sorry. You never know when the last person saw somebody. You understand what I mean? Because everybody has a different dynamic with different people. Now, naturally, like I said, when you go on these Facebook posts, it's where I got this information from. There's a lot of flack, a lot of broken English, a lot of he said, she said, a lot of filthy mouth talk. I'm just going to keep it real. And like I said, it reminded me of Birmingham with all the rhetoric and all the people jumping on. And let me tell you something about that baby mama. Now, people got some not so nice things to say about her because she's talking about him being freed and wanting him out of jail and woo, woo, woo. And people are, lashing out, going on and on. She obviously has 7 children. That's on her Facebook page. So, you're saying to yourself, well, this is a mother, Why would you want him free? Because, see, what I find interesting, and I can say this because I done went back into one of her videos where she had an issue with him kicking in her door, and she went live to discuss it on her Facebook page, and she's going back and forth with why people got a problem with why he was locked up, and she's telling everybody he's still calling and woo, 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 and she's still going to see him in jail, blah, blah, blah. But then the women can have him and do what they want, which made no sense. The reason why people are going to judge you for why you think he should be free or rooting for him to be free is because in your live that you went and talked about at one time that you had an issue with him because he tried to kick your door in, and naturally you lived in Section 8 housing and they would evict you. So you had to, follow through with the warrant and woo, woo, woo and everything. That's my point. You knew what he was about at that time whenever he did that incident with your home, knowing you have children, you're a mother. But yet you're still rooting for him, supporting him. Thereafter, I'm assuming, you said you took your name off the bond at that time. And you also made a comment that he had all types of cases. And I found that interesting. So that shows there, right there, in your own words, you knew what type of person he was, and you still fooled with him anyway. And now fast forward to this child going missing and then found, and he was linked to her kidnapping before her remains were even found, Miss Blanchard's. You're all on Facebook talking and talking. Then you're retracting what you're saying by saying, well, I ain't saying what he did was right if he did it, but I'm just saying, let the police do their job. And that's where people had a problem with what she had said was, you all need to quit, I guess, talking and woo, 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 let the police do their job. Well, this is life and this is social media. This is why they tell you to stay off of social media, see. Don't talk, don't say anything, because people are going to misconstrue what you meant. And if you don't write proper English, people are going to assume something totally different than what you meant. But I find it odd that in a Facebook Live, You're basically telling people you were still supporting him and seeing him and putting money on the books, you and another guy, woo woo. But then in the same breath, you'd say, I don't care about what the other women are doing for him, or blah, blah, blah. It's contradictory. Now, fast forward, he's in jail. He was out on bond at the time before he was arrested for the Nia Blanchard situation. I'm just confused. And somebody's supporting somebody like this and wanting them free. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to go talk in circles. And now we got this Lakira Goldsmith missing, who lived with this lady, this Lachey Bibb and Yazid. When she stayed with them, I do not know. I have not gotten verification on when she last stayed with this young lady and Mr. Yazid, or if they were even together at the time when Lakira stayed with them. But she's saying that Yazid was locked up. So, well, she's saying he was locked up when Lakira went missing. So Lakira went missing last November, and she's stating, the baby mama, that Yazid was incarcerated. So I don't know what is what. I also watched Andrea Watkins, who's Lakira's friend, do a live, and basically she's giving her opinion about the situation and how people were talking and woo woo woo. And it just showed me just how crazy people's lives are. Another guy gives a commentary about Miss Lakira, that he hates whatever happened to her, and then it seemed like she was going down the wrong path. So then I started wondering about that. Well, what did he mean by that? What was she doing that was the wrong path? You understand what I'm saying? So see, this is why I didn't really want to do this story, because everything I've read thus far about her life, her live feeds, all that, videos, pictures, it's all through social media. And you're having to try to dissect this person's life and comments and feeds and other things people are saying through Facebook. And like I said, a lot of the commentary that's on her page, associates' pages, other people's opinions of the case, it's just ratchet to me. The way they talk. And I'm giving people heads up before you even start snooping around. It is ratchet. The commentary is ratchet. The way they talk on these pages are ratchet. So I'm just giving you a heads up. But nonetheless, she is alive. She deserves to have a voice, because Alabama didn't give her a voice. Montgomery didn't give her a voice. It did not make national attention, such as Miss Blanchard and Taylor Williams and Miss McKinney's case. So here's a chance for people to now know about Miss Lakira Goldsmith, aka Pigg, of Montgomery, Alabama, who is currently still missing. And she does have a connection to the suspect in the Nia Blanchard case. She lived in an apartment or home with that baby mother, Miss Lachey Bibb and Yazid, at one time. When that was, I do not know. As I stated, I didn't get verification. But it's still sad to me that this young lady, 21 years of age, if I'm not mistaken, and currently missing and has a child, and the mother is currently raising that child. And this is what I'm saying. This missing woman, missing women, children, it's sickening and it's sad. And it's going on out here in this country. What I want to say about Mr. Yazid, what I found interesting in Miss Bibb's commentary, is when she made a comment, the baby mother, in one of her live feeds, when she was talking about Mr. Yazid having numerous arrests, numerous cases, and I can't even think straight because it's so much. It just showed me who he is. When she said it out her own mouth that he has lots of cases. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, why did you want him? Why would you want to be with somebody like that? Why would you want to be with a man that has a lot of cases? And we all know he likes robbing people at gunpoint, using others to get in cahoots with him. Why? Why would you want to be with somebody like that? And I think about this young lady, Miss Lakira, how she got hooked up staying with this young lady. And, what were her circumstances that she had to end up staying with this young lady? Is Mr. Yazid responsible? Because like I said, I don't have any verification of the timeline that she stayed with this young lady and if Mr. Yazid was actually incarcerated or not. But still, if he was incarcerated, then there's still something funky was going on in Alabama and still going on for her to get missing and not be seen, heard. And you can tell in her videos, she liked herself enough. She, pranced around what young people do, take pictures, pose, talk, do live feeds. I couldn't see her just dropping off and not talking to anybody, especially the fact that she has a child. And I'm going to give you one of her Facebook names. It was another name she had was Facebook profile was Lakira Dior. That was the one I got the last information. And like I said, the last post was, I believe, November 28th of last year. Is when she last posted something on her page. And as I stated, this is sad. I give up. I keep dropping everything. I can't get it together today for some reason. It's just like everything I touch is falling. But anyway, it's a sad case. And I'm going to tell you all some other information as far as getting information about Miss Lakira's disappearance. You can log on to Crime Stoppers and the Missing Persons Network if you need, verification. And her mother has a site, which is Finding Lakira, Pigg, Goldsmith. That is also another page. I also want to mention that the SAR Tech K9 unit did not comply with helping find her because they needed confirmation from the Montgomery police, which I find strange. Why didn't Montgomery police get this, the okay to SAR Tech K9 unit to help find this Miss Goldsmith? I find that interesting. So I'm trying to bring up a lot of different things on here. And I thought about some posts that Miss Goldsmith had on her page. She had a lot of things she mentioned on her page. But one thing she had posted I thought was sad to me. She had made a post that said, and this was May 5th, 2018. She said, "Abandoned as a child, screaming red rum." That struck me odd. It struck me very odd. Because I thought to myself, man, she seems sad. And another post, she went live where she's in the hospital. She must have had an asthma attack or some type of health issue. And she was talking about family and how family need to stick close together, and they're not very close. Her family wasn't very close, and it shouldn't always be about money. And I felt bad for her because I felt like I can understand. I can relate to what she's talking about. I'm a human. I understand. And what's sad is she's no longer around. You see, that's what's sad. She is no longer around, and she makes this live feed, and she's talking about family, and people need to stay close and remain close. And here it is now. No one has heard from her. And in this feed, she's talking about family and how people need to stick together. You see, sometimes your words can actually be your last words when you're on Facebook, social media, going live. And that's what's sad to me. Since she is not here, and I'm saddened, because she was a nice looking girl. She had some beautiful doe eyes. I call them doe eyes because when you have those real big pretty eyes, I call them doe eyes. And she's no longer here. And she's left a son behind and family. And I think, as I stated, something's going on in Alabama. Okay? And this is grown folks talking. This ain't no silly pettiness. So I don't need nobody jumping on here with no crazy talk about, well, that stuff happened everywhere. I know that. I'm grown. I'm not crazy. I'm talking about Alabama right now. I'm talking about a young lady who is currently missing from Alabama. Something is not right down there. And I saw other posts where some young lady mentioned Mr. Yazzie kidnapping her brother. Some other crazy nonsense. I'll get into it probably in another video because I don't want to take up all the time from this young lady. But something's going on down there. And I feel like this young lady may have met foul play by the company she kept. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that. Because when you start reading the posts affiliated with her and listening to other people talk and everybody giving their different opinions, you realize something is amiss down there in that city as well. Now, mind you, we're talking about an entirely different city in Alabama. But something ain't right. And somebody knows something. And I tell you what struck me odd was when somebody was trying to link her remains with Miss Anaya Blanchard's remains. Because I couldn't catch on when somebody was talking about it. I kept thinking, what are y'all talking about? Other remains. Some of you think her remains are there as well in that same place. But as I stated, the baby mother may claim that Mr. Yazid was not free when Lakira went missing. So I don't know. And I don't have any verification at the moment to say either or. But I think she kept bad company. And I think we all know that because she's not visible to the eye to speak. If any of you have any information about the disappearance of Lakira Goldsmith, aka Pigg, please call the Montgomery Police, Crime Stoppers. Call somebody. Because as they say, Facebook ain't the place for giving versions of this and that, and I don't want to speak, I don't want to talk. As the baby mother let it be known, police need to do their job. She ain't giving up nothing. That's not even the type of attitude you should have when this was your friend, your so-called friend. And I would assume you two were friends because she stayed with you. But see, this is what I be talking about. These so-called friends and associates and people, they let you know what they're about just from their Facebook posts. And then when they see the flack coming and the heat, then they want to try to sweep it under the rug and change the momentum and, oh, well, that ain't what I meant, and well, it's too late because you've already said it. I don't know what happened to this young lady. I don't know if somebody she knows what happened to her. I don't know if it was something random that happened to her, but I do know she ain't talking and she's not seen. So whoever out there knows something about this young lady's disappearance or her whereabouts, notify the authorities, because we don't want this to be another tragic tale, because it's looking grim already, 1 year in. I am Angela Logan, and this is Everyday Shenanigans. Bye-bye.